Goal, 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 goal. I like the boom boorie. I like the boom boorie. Till boomery.
Hello, folks, and welcome to the ASpotOffsides podcast here. Andrew Danis alongside myself, Alex Schlick. First one of many, we hope. It's going to be a U.S. soccer podcast with some other international soccer thrown in there. How you doing today, Andrew?
I'm good. I'm excited, like you said, our first podcast and hopefully many to continue.
Well, we first want to start by talking about Andy Najar. And this guy, I know he teased me and Andrew for a long time thinking maybe U.S., maybe Honduras. Honduras ended up winning that one, Andrew, and it was through, I think, a collective image of the press and through him just feeling more Honduran.
Yeah, it was almost like a bad relationship. We saw him, the Honduras press would say he was going to Honduras, the U.S. would deny it, and it just kept going back and forth. And collectively, I respect his decision. Obviously, he wants to play for Honduras, his native country, but I think it is collectively a loss for the U.S. in terms of soccer talent.
Well, the guy's 5'7", and he's age 18. You think maybe a bit of a project, but this guy has 30 caps already for DC United, 5 goals. And oh boy, watching him face the University of California, Santa Barbara, we had
because he came and played.
DC United faced them. I mean, granted, it was a college team. He made them look silly out there, Andrew, and he's already made teams look silly. In the U.S. Open Cup, having that goal against Real Salt Lake that I'm sure all you viewers are listening to and looking at right now. But this guy is just so creative, and I don't think that the U.S. really has seen a creative player like this in a while.
No, I mean, that's the knock that's always been on the U.S. is that we're so fundamentally sound. Look at players like Michael Bradley, great player, but he has a lack of creativity, if you will.
Well, I guess this goes to Stan. Do you agree with his decision? Do you think, and I mean, I know this is his own decision, and he feels more
Right.
Honduran, and more power to him. I don't want a player that feels like they should be able to play in front of their country within the U.S. system. Is this the best in terms of his career?
I think in the long run it will be because he is a midfielder. We know that. A midfielder/forward can play that striker role, can play the wing. I mean, the U.S. is just so deep at that role, especially looking forward to the 2014 World Cup and even the 2018 World Cup with the youth. He knows that if he goes to Honduras, he will be a player, that's going to see a lot of time for him.
Well, the dilemma is Bob Bradley's going to have to watch this kid now tear up the MLS and probably the international community for the next, you got to figure at least 10 years or so. He just got MLS Rookie of the Year this past year over Tim Ream and Danny Mwanga. And Andy Najar, big loss for U.S. national team, I feel like. Big loss maybe even for the youth teams right now. We're going to segue a little bit into the under-20 team, Andrew.